The Lego Movie, directed by Chris Miller and Phil Lord, starring Chris Pratt, Elizabeth Banks, Morgan Freeman, Will Arnett, Will Ferrell, and Charlie Day. It is a bit like a Lego fan wet dream because the film was made using special animation techniques to make it look like a stop motion film with real life Lego elements, despite the fact that it's entirely computer generated, to the point of having some characters and parts having imperfections that they would in real life, or smudges from fingers as if someone really touched them. So the story. The main protagonist is a regular, everyday, normal guy called Emmett, played by Chris Pratt. He lives his life according to a simple template, instructions given daily by the leader of the Lego world, President Business. Emmett has no creativity, no invention, no original thoughts of his own. One day, by accident, he stumbles upon the piece of resistance, a mythical relic that the actually creative figures that can build stuff on their own need to stop President Business from cementing the world as he envisions it. The prophecy goes that whoever finds that relic is going to be the most important person in the world, and so Emmett is mistakenly taken for this genius builder and the hero to stop all evil. Now, I think this is a brilliant setup considering that it fits the whole Lego setting. The whole big conflict is building stuff only according to instructions versus mixing things up and letting your creativity go. I thought that's very meta, but it's also very clever and it works because on that meta level, it's fun. It's a fun and inventive way to incorporate the very nature of Lego into the story. But in the story itself, for Emmett and for other characters, it's that classic tale of rebellion, of fighting against authorities that want to take away your freedom. And I just thought that those two perspectives mix really well. And at one point towards the end of the film, there is a reveal which again provides further context and makes the story even better by grounding it. But I won't say what it is because that would be a spoiler. I also think that the humor in this film is one of the best I've seen in recent animation. It's clever and playful and fun. It perfectly utilizes the story and setting aspects, the framing of it all being Lego, but also the character interactions between all the supporting characters that appear throughout the film. There's a fair bit of fun poked at superheroes, at Middle-earth, at Star Wars, pirates, and so on and so forth. In fact, one of the most prominent characters in the film is Batman, and I think it's possibly one of the best iterations of Batman in film, because he's very much a typical brooding and serious vision of Batman, but it is played for laughs because when removed from his dark setting, Batman does actually come off as a bit silly and even a bit insane at times, and his antics are one of the funniest parts of the film. In fact, his first appearance just had me in stitches. But in general, pretty much all of the jokes landed for me. I had a blast in this aspect. I thought that the voice cast was great, and I already briefly described the animation style, but I have to underline that it's very unique and inventive and unlike anything I've ever seen in other movies. But it never comes off as a gimmick, it's all very natural. And also the fact that real Lego pieces and sets and characters are used throughout the film makes it all the more entertaining as a fan of Lego, because you recognize them, you even own some of them. It's that great feeling of seeing them alive on screen. But I don't think it's a case of having a narrow target audience. Sure, Lego fans will undoubtedly enjoy the film even more, but I think it's for everyone. It's fun, engaging, clever, and well made. It's got its heart in the right place and balances action with humor in an excellent way. I recommend it blindly to everyone.